good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to our TaiyangNews distributed smart solar 2025 event, which is part of our regular online conferences, and as usual organized by our team in Asia and Europe. My name is Michael Schmela. I'm the managing director of TaiyangNews, all about solar technology platform. Yeah, so first of all, thanks to the sponsors of this event, ICO and JTPV. They make this possible, and we're happy to have them. Just some information on housekeeping. If you're new to us, we have this webinar chat, which is typical on Zoom. We use it very frequently. It works very well. So please feel free to ask questions, comments, and so that also if you simply just feel that you want to express something, use it actually. We try to integrate and communicate with you through this tool as much as possible. This is the case for me, but also for the panelists and speakers. The event is being recorded, so we will share recordings on our TaiyangNews YouTube channel afterwards. What do we have today? The tagline of our event this time is Intelligent Power Supply and Storage Solutions for Residential and C&I Solar Applications. So we would like to explore in the next 3 hours the further development of the rooftop solar segment. What we're seeing is that in some of the oldest and most mature solar markets, solar has reached a stage where further growth is not granted anymore, something which we've seen for many, many years. So in Europe, for example, where I live, the bulk of the total installed capacity is still rooftop based. I think it's similar in Japan or in Australia. So really the old pioneering markets. And growth has been to a large extent relying on this segment. Here I'm just showing a slide from the mid-year market outlook from Solar Power Europe, where we see now a decline of over 1% this year. So it's forecasted. Let's see if that turns out to be the case. But if it does, that would mean that the first time in a decade, the solar market is not growing anymore. And this is because of the residential rooftop segment, which has been continuously losing market share. So from around a third in 2022 to an estimated 50%, 15% this year. So by 50% down. So there are obviously many reasons for this: normalization of demand after the energy crisis, decrease in incentive schemes, so government don't see the necessity and the urgency anymore, and prioritize their budgets differently. And we're also somewhat kind of bumping now against the glass ceiling in mature markets as infrastructure has not caught up, flexibility tools are missing, and policy frameworks for the digital world are lagging behind. On the other hand, we can, I think, also proudly say that the industry has largely made its homework and a lot has happened in the distributed solar segment. So we quickly shifted from simple rooftop installations to intelligent integrated systems that combine solar generation, storage, and flexible energy management. So what we want to do today in this next 3 hours, we want to look at the latest innovations, at the latest business models, also at the policy frameworks that are simply shaping the future of solar in the residential. And we want to also look at the commercial and industrial segment. And obviously, we also want to discuss how we can bring back that important segment back to growth. So what we've done for today, so we've invited leading solution providers as well as leading analysts from market research and the policy sphere. So we'll start with Ali Afra from EUPD Research. You probably know him. He's the man behind the numbers of the Get Metrics database of EUPD Research. You can learn a lot about markets and data. And he will set the scene simply by providing an overview on distributed solar and storage deployment. This will be followed by ICO's Mohamed Al-Shrouf, who will explain why efficiency, innovation, and especially that's important in the residential segment, aesthetics are all important for rooftop solar. This will be followed then by Jan Osenberg, who is heading the system integration theme at Solar Power Europe, the lobby of the solar industry on the European continent. And he will give some background on the role of policy framework and what's happening in Brussels and beyond regarding the development of rooftop solar. While we then have, we're going back to modules and have Chinrui An from GTI or JTPV, one of the world's leading solar cell providers, which is also providing total solutions looking into cost reduction through high efficiency cells. As we all know, at today's prices, the module is only a small fraction of the system cost. That's why the BOS part, including inverter, battery, as well as the EMS, play a much bigger role, an important role. And that's why we've also invited SIG Energy. So we have Luis Castillo, who will share how intelligence can serve both the prosumer who is electrifying her home and also the grid. And he will show some case studies. And finally, then we have consultancy and market research from LCP Delta, head of storage and flexibility, John Ferris, put these case studies into the big picture and provide an overview on the different business models for distributed smart solar and storage, the theme of this event. So finally, we will have also a discussion panel like usual, and where we try to reflect on the learnings and discuss how to unlock the next growth phase for distributed solar.